Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles and bishops of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren, teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. It's the brother Dama Agabar here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And this is going to be a quick lesson, but you see the title, all right? The small hat officials every day admit the real goal to ethnically cleanse Gaza of Palestinians so Israel can take the land. And you see, and this is something that, we have been saying for many, many years now, is that, those so-called small hats over there, they have, the green light, they have the ability and the backing from the United States and from, these elites to complete to commit complete genocide over a people, which in this case is those so-called Palestinian people over there in the land of Gaza and the land of Palestine, which, as we know, according to biblical prophecy, neither one of those nations belong there. But it just further proves the point that you're not going to hear Vocab Malone speak upon this issue. But he has the audacity to label so-called BHI, as he likes to label us, Black Hebrew Israelites, which we're just Hebrew Israelites, the true 12 tribes of Israel. One little occasion will happen where a so-called believer, well, not even a believer, with that incident in New Jersey, or if there's any incident where, one of the Israelites will have a confrontation with, let's say some rowdy individual will come up and, Jacob, do what they got to do. Or you had that instance in New Jersey where that Jake went and shot up, those so-called small hats or attacked some small hats. He'll be quick to hop on the bandwagon and to label all of us as violent and extremists and terrorists. But, what bombs have we dropped? All right. Whose land have we stolen? Who have we ethnically cleansed? Who have we dropped bombs on? Who have we, whose cities have we totally demolished and left people under rubble? Children, old women, old men, civilians that's not even involved in the so-called war. Who have the so-called, as you like to label us, BHIs, who have we bombed? Whose cities have we totally annihilated? Who have we kicked out of lands and told a whole, people to, pack their bags and get out of their land and, become and turn them into refugees and migrants. You see, and this shows the hypocrisy of so-called Vocab Malone when it comes to these so-called small hats, and they're able to, move with impunity and to have the backing of the United States and the United States and politicians and the president of the United States, NATO nations and all type of people will give them the green light and the justification to do all type of wickedness, man. Look at that whole situation with those tunnels over there in New York with those small hats doing God knows what down there in those tunnels, which everybody has a good, matter of fact, you even had one of the main head guys come out and say that, and got convicted of child predatory, let's say it that way. But where's the outcry and where's the finger pointing? Where's the condemnation for these bastards, man? But you're not going to hear that from the likes of a Vocab Malone. And it further shows you his hypocrisy and that he's an agent and he has an agenda. It's just to, slander and try to, put on the so-called Israelites, not the so-called Israelites, the true Israelites, us out there on the highways and the byways. He's basically trying to put on us what these so-called small hats do, to these Palestinians and all around the world, man. And it just shows you that, he's a hypocrite and he's brought and paid for it. And, hey, everything that we say as concerning these people is totally and scripturally justified, man. These are not a righteous, these are not a holy people, and they're being exposed all over the world, man. And hey, they barakatah Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for that. But it just further shows you that, hey, these people are not as squeaky clean as you like to believe. And, at the end of the day, hey, these devils are just being exposed for being straight up ruthless hypocrites, man. All right. and all of their true agendas are truly coming out, man. They can't hide themselves. And furthermore, they're showing themselves not to be the true Israelites, nor, they're going back into that land of fulfillment of biblical prophecy, man. So I'm going to read this quick precept and I'm going to get out of here. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine," meaning his philosophies, "he is a proud man." This is talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, those so-called small hats, man. It says, "Because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people." And this situation right here is a prime example of that, man. All right. His desire is as hell and as death, man. All right. And those small hats are not going to be satisfied, even if they do ethnically cleanse Palestine of those so-called Palestinians. It's not going to end there, because they ultimately at the top have a goal of world domination to bring in this NWO. Now, I don't mean that every single so-called small hat out there is a part of the major cabal, but they're all benefiting from, the backing and the agenda of these super elites. How the hell you think they got back into the land in the first place? Through the Balfour Declaration, man. You see? It says, "But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long, and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay?" And that's what you see happening. Everybody is coming up against these people, man. Everybody is calling them out for their wickedness. You even had Russia came out in a recent article and say that just because you went to the HOLO, cost, that doesn't give you impunity to just ethnically cleanse, or give you the backing to do whatever the hell you want to do, and always have the backing and the support of everybody, no matter how wicked your agenda or how outwardly just blatant your war crimes are, man. You see? And the Lord got the scopeo on you, damn devils, and you're being called out as you should be. All right. It says, "Shall not they rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto him, because thou hast spoiled many nations, and all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee." And that's what we see eventually is going to take place. Everybody has a bone to pick with with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. And this goes for all the house of Edom, not just the small hats, but all of you damn Edomites. Everybody is calling you out. Everybody is spewing, calling you out and, cussing you the hell out, man. And it's going to eventually turn physical, and it's going to eventually lead to, the land of Israel being going to be cleansed by thermonuclear destruction, and America is going to be totally annihilated with thermonuclear destruction, and the rulership and the power structure of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is going to come to an end, man. All right. It says, "Because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land and of the city, and all that dwell therein, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, and that he may be delivered from the power of evil." And that's what you see happening here. This is this devil trying to establish his nest on high and take total, complete control over a land that doesn't even belong unto them. And they'll do it by any means necessary. They'll lie, they'll steal, they'll chill, they'll steal, they'll manipulate, they'll use propaganda, and they'll use everything at their disposal to get what they want at any cost, man. Even at the cost of ethnically cleansing a whole people. And the majority of those people that are being ethnically cleansed over there are men, women, old men, women, and small children, man. And that's a fact. And that's why, hey, the Scorpio is on to you, and eventually, you're just going to receive your judgment, It says, "Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity." See? And that's what this devil is trying to do. he's still going to try to do it on a grander scale with this whole NWO and the plan of these elites. They're going to establish it by shedding a lot of blood, man. That whole disease, XYZ is a huge proponent of that. You see, he's willing to take it that far to get his agenda exactly where he needs it to be, man. And it's all going to come down, it's all going to come crumbling down. And eventually he's going to be judged and he's going to be taken out of the earth, man. And his reign of terror, his cancer-causing vibration and spirit on this earth is going to be ultimately cut out and taken away. And righteousness will be established by the return of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. So I just want to just go into this and do this little quick lesson because, hey, the cat is out of the bag on these devils, man. And that's why you can't believe anything that comes out of their wicked lips, man. Their serpentine lips. Anything that comes out on the mainstream news media, it's all propaganda. It's all an agenda. It's all to deceive you people and to, force you to believe in their bullshit. But it's always going to come back to haunt them. Hey, the Lord has a spirit of exposure out on Esau, Edom. And this truth is shining bright, and everything that is in the darkness is coming to the light. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Until the next one, shalom.